Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Prison Architect Alpha 33, Episode 11. In the previous... I'm whispering because it's night time and all the prisoners are asleep. See, we could be a bit dodgy and just go, morning, shakedown time! No, that would be a bit naughty, wouldn't it? Yeah, in the previous episode, we expanded our prison to the left. As you can see, it is, well, it's expanded. I don't really know what else to say. We expanded on the left, and we planned it out, or we basically put some big shapes around and went, no, that's going to be a cell block, that's going to be a cell block. Originally, we were going to have a cell block on the far left here, but I decided against it. Also, a lot of people have been a bit disappointed. They're saying, oh, you should have had... we should have made this area here, which is currently a power block and a security room. We should have changed that to a... the disappointment came originally when I said, I didn't put in a death row area. And a lot of people have also said that this area could become our new death row area, or even add a little bit down the bottom. No, I've just decided, no, we're not going to do some, we're not going to do death row in this one. The next prison we do, I think we might have death row, but we'll see how that one goes. Anyway, oh, that's annoying. We've got a basket there. I'm going to have to dismantle. Can I dismantle it? I'll just dump the thing. Yeah, we basically expanded on, and we also planned off these cells here. These is where we're going. This is where we're going to have some more standard grade cells. And what I want to do is just speed up to max speed and get on with that. We've got a bit of money. We had a bit of a problem with cash. We ran out of it basically, and that's because of. Yeah, we were getting money, and we were doing quite well. And then all of the guards went, we want tasers now. And actually, I've just realised that that's probably going to happen this morning as well. Let me just quickly check on this one. We'll go to our programs, and where is it? Guard taser certification. Ah, yes, that's actually in the queue for almost now. Let's, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop that. I'm going to say, no, we're not going to do that thing, because we will end up... bankrupt again, and I don't want that. What I want to do is get these brick walls and stuff put in, and then go to rooms, then to cells, and then basically put all the cells in. Jail doors, obviously, we just need 4 for now. How many are we short? It is on 93, so we're going to need to get them all done, I guess. Yeah. All but one, I guess, but whatever, we'll do the lot while we're here. We're basically going to copy the same design, what we got that side. And we're not going to have enough money for it, are we? Hopefully, though, we will have once the money starts rolling in with our daily cash flow. So we should be alright. I hope. Right, so there's 4 rooms. So... we're on to 97 now, once this is done. 3 more. 3 more, and we get our grant of 20 grand. And then we can continue building on. That's what we'll be doing, obviously, this episode. Oh, I wonder why this fella's going over there. Dean 7 Iron McCabe. Bludgeon 3 fellow golfers to death. After one sneeze, putting off his club score. Fine. I wonder why he's walking over here. There's no reason to walk over there, Dean. Or are you just having a nice little stroll? Maybe that's the case. We're just going to speed it up. Oh, look, he's coming back. Oh, well, it would be a shame to search the prisoner, because I don't know why he's going over there, same as this guy. Where's he going? I see, that's what I mentioned in the last episode. All we're going to do, we're going to see loads of prisoners go over to the left for no reason whatsoever. There you go. That's Andrea. Oh, hang on. Andrea. Marcel. Mascalolo? Something like that. His girlfriend died during a tombs trip to Turkey. What? I don't know what's all about. Andrea. Is that the first female prison? It's just the name is, obviously the picture isn't. Or is Andrea not a female? Andrea in this country is a female name in the UK. Maybe it's not in, I'm assuming, Turkey, where this person's from. Who knows? Female prisoners, though. It would be nice to have female prisoners in the game. It just, it doesn't really matter. Honestly, it doesn't really matter if they just have the same, all they do is just change these sprites. They just randomly generate the sprites. Or you can select a male or female prisoner, you can have a mixed one, whatever. Just having them in there would be, alright. I think it would just, open it up a little bit. Oh yes, we found some booze on him. That's why he walked over there. I don't know if, like say, it's, even would change like alter the game's mechanics to, you know, they would do different things. Who knows? I don't really know. Interesting one to have though. Anyway, remove tunnels. We're going to remove that tunnel up the top there because we need to. Right, we've got a bit more cash and we should be able to finish this thing off. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Obviously, we do need to go to utilities and start running some large pipe right down the top here. And we'll run it to about there. And then we're going to run some pipes right across. I might as well run it to the end because that's pretty much how it's going to work. And then we will unpause it. I want to just run them down like so, just to make sure they're all connected. There we are. I'll do the bottom ones later. Right, danger level is flying up, which is very, very worrying. Let's quickly look at our needs here. It's food need. I am feeding all the prisoners. I think it's just because of the length of time. It, you know, there's a bit of a gap when it comes to them getting fed. We could use some more cookers, I think. So, 1, 2. Insufficient funds. So, yeah, that many, I guess. I'll do. But 2 more. And they should be powered up as well. Yeah, that'll be fine. Right. Sorted. Okay. These cells will be done any second, which means our capacity goes right up. And then we should be able to get that grant done. Cell block C. And then we'll be able to get cell block D if that exists. Don't think so. Or 3 hidden. So there might be ones, might be a cell block D there. Increased capacity at 200. I'm guessing so. We'll see what happens. We're on 99 now. And there we go. We've just completed it. So, no, we haven't completed it. I thought that noise was that getting completed. Nope, they're still putting toilets in. Come on, do you want to finish it off? I'm just going to go to electrical cable, actually, and run this electrical cable. No, I'm not, because I'm out of cash. I was going to say I'll run the electrical cable right up the top, but that's not the case. Come on. Now we've completed it. Fantastic. Now we can run the cables. Right, so, grant completed. 19 grand, enough to get this cell block hopefully finished by the end of this episode. I've just realised there's I was going to say there's a tunnel over there, but there's not. Yes, cell block D, which you get 10 grand, raise your prisoner capacity to 200. We won't get that done, but I'm getting it because I can, and that'll give me some more money. Right, so 29,611 generic units of currency. Some people have said what I should do, instead of getting this cell block up and running, is actually do this area, do our workshop. I disagree because I don't think we will actually get it done in time. Or even if we get it put in, what will happen is that we'll never produce anything in it. To go for workshops, they are originally used to be able to get them, and then that was it. Spot on, you're making cash. Day 1, money, money, money. But no, not anymore. You have to train the people, then people can leave, it costs you money. You know, you have to buy the materials in, which cost loads. They're nowhere near, they're not just... I think, out of all the things in the game, workshops have gone from the best thing in the game to one of the worst, because originally, you just click and drag workshops anywhere, and just having it designated would generate you money. Also, that prisoner there has probably just found something. Oh, it's Andrea again. Search cell or search prisoner. There we go. So yeah, you just had to have something designated as a workshop to get money. That's how it worked. But then, they've introduced, so you actually have to, you know, use it. You actually have to bring stuff in and produce stuff. Then you had to do training. Then they reduced it so there's not enough money. It doesn't produce nowhere near as much money. And, you know, now there's parole, so people leave early, which means you hardly ever get people working in there. So it's a big pain. You basically don't produce much at all. Right. I want to just go to our programs, and I want to go down the bottom and just do our taser certification again, because I think it's important that we actually get it done. I just want to reschedule all programs. Best to reschedule at night when they're not doing it. Ah, there we go. Look, there's people sleeping in there. So, one thing I need to do is check, use this guard and bring them down and see if... Yes, there's nobody there. That's good. Right. What I want to do is open up our intake again. So I have a total of 79 prisoners, and my shared capacity is 98. So I reckon if we just get... What, 15? That'll be about right. Let's have a quick look. 25, 24, 27. Yeah, that's nice. A nice mix. Nice mix. Right. So, looks like the workers are cracking on. I'm going to force open these doors. And then I want to run some electrical cablings into here. Because this is going to be our other common room. So let us get on with that. Because the more prisons we have, the more rooms we need to be common. That doesn't make any sense. We need more common room, basically. We need more televisions and things like that. Right, common room. So let's clicky, clicky, draggy, draggy. Job done. And then we need to basically copy the same design. So televisions. It's going to cost a little bit of money, this, but it is going to be worth it. There we are. And then we want some pool tables. They are pool tables, they're not snooker tables. And if we're mirroring it, there we go. There we are. Sorted. Right. Okay. Job done. And we still got a bit of money as well. And obviously we're receiving some more money. There we go. I don't know why the daily cash flow's gone down. I guess less prisoners. Yeah. So, looks like there's been apparently a tunnel over there. I don't think so. It's just dog being dog. And, right, what we're going to do? Well, I think it's about time we put these really, really fancy rooms in. So, let's go to materials and brick wall. And we need to put in, I guess, it would be the really posh cells. And there's a reason why I'm putting this door offset like that. I have a bit of a plan. Do I want to keep doing that? Do I want to do like that? Yes, I do want to do it like that. Like that, yes, that's fine. And here we are. These ones, we will have an entrance in the middle. There we go. Right, okay, fantastic. So, we're going to do our really, really nice posh cells. Oops. Just accidentally removed a bit of wall there. Put that back in. There. And I don't really have any idea because I haven't planned off what's going to be in there, but all I do know is that I want them to be as high as I can get them. I don't know if they're the right size. I'm pretty sure they are, but we'll see what happens. Right, prisoners have turned up, so we'll just force that thing open, get some more people. We've got 31,000 now, which is fine. Not bad at all. What I want to do is just wait for these trucks to go. There we are. I think it's actually about time I go to staff and guards and hire some more guards. There we are. I think we'll go for another dog handler because we've got a couple wandering around. And then what I want to do is go to intelligence and informants. That guy's an instigator. That guy's ex-law enforcement. That's fine. So what I'm looking for is just anyone that's a known snitch or an ex-law enforcement or something, or a cop killer. Which we don't have any. Yeah, there we go. Right, sorted. A couple of comments, by the way. A lot of people are saying that what we could do on this side here, we could split this down. I'll actually plan it off like someone, because someone actually tweeted me and said, oh, you could do it like this. And it was actually a very, very good idea. We could split this down the middle like that, right? And have an area where you go inside. Obviously, we'll have it staff only. And have cells here that are protective custody. And have 2 more protective custody areas. Very good idea. Not a bad idea at all. Don't know whether I'm going to have that, because it's changing a lot of this for, I guess, not Nora. Oh God, that's a dog really got a long lead there. It's changing a lot of things for very little reason, because obviously we've got 4 areas where we can have protective custody prisoners. There's that big lead again. Look at that. Long lead is long. Yeah, we got this really big area here. It means changing a lot of it for just a couple of prisoners that might be protective custody. What I'm instead going to do is probably put it here. Oh God, we've had another death. Where? It's in here. Let me guess. It's the really, really violent person. Let me just get someone else in here. Ex-law enforcement, Adam Russell. I'm pretty sure, well, I didn't spot him. I don't know if you spotted him or not. I don't know if you spotted him when he came in. I didn't see him. But I did notice there was one person who was, you know, coincidentally, also low risk. and he had a question mark under his traits. So maybe that's what's happened there. Who knows? Look like that guy around the back there. Right. Okay. So that's probably what's happened there. Right. So these rooms. What are we going to do with them? Well, I am going to designate them as cells first. So we'll say cell, 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 cell. Apart from these bits in the middle, obviously. That's just silly. There we go. So there's all the cells. And now we're going to do one of them. And we'll see how we go. So what I want is... What do we need in... for grading, rather. For grading, let's have a quick look. So it's logistics, room quality. So shower head, office desk, TV, radio, bookshelf, and a chair. And it is the size it needs to be. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a brick wall. Probably... How do I want this? Like that. Yeah, that's how I was going to do it. Okay, let's keep going. Not that one though, not the middle one. Like so. And then I want some drains. That's not a drain, that's a sprinkler. A drain, like so. And this is going to be where we'll have the shower head. They've actually got a little wet room. And then we want a toilet on this side here. And this is going to be the highest level of cell we'll have. And honestly, I've probably stayed in worse hotel rooms than some of these. Double door. Now, I don't know whether that's going to work or not, because I don't know whether it's going to section it off and say that it's the wrong room, but we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. And then we want, obviously, the beds and things like that. I want to wait for them to put the other doors in and stuff first. Let's have a quick look. Logistics, room quality. No, the art class is the same room. Fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted. But I did want doors on them. So they're currently room quality 3. I want to put in the pipe work because there's a lot of pipes to go in. So we'll have a pipe running right across there. And I guess we'll just have a pipe running like that. That'll do us quite nicely. Obviously, there's only going to be 4 of the cells that are like this, so I'm taking it, individually. We need some sort of window. I think we'll go for a large window. And where do I want to put the large window? Problem that this one is going to have a large window on that side. It's going to be slightly different. Also put it right opposite the door like that. There we go. We could have a small window right near the toilet. No, we're not going to bother. Right. I wonder, actually, if you put a small window there, would that class as being a window? For the outside. Does it say outside or does it say window? Let's see what it says. It says outdoor window. So, yeah, if I just put a brick wall in the center and then a window, that doesn't count as a proper window, which I understand. That makes complete sense. I'm just going to go to my intake and turn that off because I realize that it might not be a great thing to have. Oh, we haven't actually done a full-on... We haven't yet done a full-on, like, informant sort of chat. I think we'll have a little chat with these two because their suspicion is miles away, so we can probably have a little chat with them without any problems. We do need to know a couple of things first. Have a quick look around. Skilled fighters there, strong. We've got a couple of people we don't really know about. Ex-law enforcement. They're both in solitary. Instigator, they're extremely strong. Got a volatile, strong, and... Oh, that'll be 1337, surely. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that guy before. I've seen him around. Anyway, that's all fine. Right, so these cells. Just hopefully we'll find out more about them. Right, so we've got these cells here, which is good. And we need to get this cell completed. So we need... a bed. So where could we have the bed? Well, it could be... I think in the corner here would be the best place to put it, like that. Oh, I'm putting the ones in these rooms here. Actually, you know what? We're going to have to do them eventually, so I'll get on with it. And then we want a... What else do we need? I think a TV, I think it was. I'll check, 'cause I can't remember what it was. TV, radio... bookshelf and chair. I think it said office desk as well, didn't it? Yeah. Right, so I guess we'll have a office desk there. Each one. And I'm going to run down it to make sure that they're all, you know, exactly the same. So maybe that window should have been there so they can sit and look out while they're doing it. Shame, not going to bother now. Chairs. Put in. God, great. These cells, man, these are insane. TV we'll have at the bottom, as if you can lie in bed and watch TV. And we're actually going to have them in themselves as well. Mainly because I messed it up. We have to have these ones here at sort of grade 7 anyway, so that's what I'm trying to accomplish there. Bookshelf will go, I guess, there. And then finally a radio, which we'll place about there, because then it means that they can turn the radio on and actually listen to it while in the shower. Is that about right? I think that is about right. Okay, this cell here is shouting for a toilet. So we will put some toilets in. I don't think I'm going to block it off because I don't think it's necessary. We will put a bookshelf in maybe, like that. And then a window there and there. There we go. Actually, no, we won't use large windows. We'll just use a standard window there and there. Because obviously we're trying to get these cells to about grade sort of 7 or 8 would be nice. Let's have a quick look here. So, room quality. We got, see, that guy requires a room 10. And it's currently grade 1. The occupant is titled to a grade 10. So, these are up to 7 at the moment. That's a grade 10. There you go. That's the best one we can ever produce. Grade 10. Wow. So, we've got 1s all the way down the middle. We've got 6s and 5s. So we need these to be about 7 and we need these to be about 7s and 8s. Right? 7s and 8s would be nice. These ones are going to be grade 4 and 5. I think. 4 and 5 around here. These ones I don't know. Let's crack on. So let's get these ones done here, these cells. So they're 5 and 6. We need to just plumb them in first. It's a lot of plumbing here. And then we want to go right down the middle. I think with a brick wall. Might as well get these done, because that's what this is about. Alright. And then how am I going to have the door? I think that's pretty much what I'm going to do. 2 and 1, 2 and 1. Yep. And again, it's about getting them all done as fast as possible, really. Okay. Bottom ones we'll crack on with in a moment, but I just want to check something. Yeah, these are now 9s and 10s. Look at that. And we've actually got some prisoners in there. I want to see what sort of one. Let's have a quick look at some of the prisoners that we've actually got in here. So we'll move these over. In fact, while I'm at deployment, while I'm doing guard patrols, I want to get this patrol all the way up the top, you see. There we are. You. No, there's no occupant in them yet. I want to see the occupant. I want to see what sort of prisoner we've got in here. Good grief. Right, for the rest of the prison, actually, because we haven't really covered it, I'm just being too big focused on building and stuff, which is not a bad thing. It seems to be working okay. We do have a problem with the kitchen in that we're not really, I don't think we're feeding every prisoner. I think we're right on capacity now, and as soon as we get more prisoners over here, we will have a problem with food, and we might have to alter something at some point, but we'll see how that one goes. We need to go for rooms and cells, and we're going to obviously designate all these as cells, and then we'll start shoving things inside them. But before we do that, I want to finish these ones off. So they're currently grading 6. So I want them at, say, 8 would be a nice... 8 would be a nice level. So I think the easiest way to do that would be just put a television in there and then put a radio in. Now, there is advantages for putting one thing over the other. So the advantages of putting in a radio and television is that they don't use water. So If the prisoner boots off and starts punching the water bit, then that's going to cause problems, and then obviously it's going to leak everywhere and could potentially start electrocuting people. Disadvantages of using radios and TVs is that they're expensive. You know, for 100 for radio, 200 for television. So it is expensive. It's something you don't want to do if you can avoid it. Right, so I've just realised that I should have really put that there. That doesn't really matter. Right, let's get on with putting the rest of this stuff in. So I'm going to put beds on this side, like that. And I want these... Actually, what level do I really want these at? So I've got ones. I want these to be sort of just bigger, I guess. Just 2s and 3s. 3s and 4s. Actually, not 2s and 3s. There's no point in having a level 2 cell. But I think it'll already be level 3 anyway. Let's have a quick look. Level 2. Because it's at least 9 squares, you see. That's level 2. Grade 2. So if we have it grade 3 and 4, that's quite easy, I guess. We just need TV and radio on each one. Yeah, TV and radio on each one would probably sort that out. We could have an office desk. Office desks are cheap. Let's do that. Let's have office desks in them. So there's an office desk going at the top, you see. And then, obviously, we'll put them down the bottom. But the problem, as I mentioned earlier, is that I don't currently have any way of finding out what the average grading for things are. Or like a readout of how many people are graded whatever. As far as I'm aware, there might be one hidden somewhere, or maybe I missed it in the alpha video. But I can't remember seeing it. Right, so there's all of them cells almost done. I've obviously left off the jail doors because it's important that you don't put jail doors on things early, because otherwise you can't search the things. Or you can't build it because they're too busy trying to get the doors open and closed. Right, so there's them cells. Shakedown, because we haven't done one in quite a while. So it's important to get that done. And I think because we've increased our capacity some more, 105 is shared capacity, I think we can receive another 15 prisoners. Like that. Let's have a quick look at our prisoner. 30, 28, 23. There we go, that's a problem. I don't want to receive any high-risk prisoners. None. No max sec. I'll do this quite nicely. Obviously, a lot of the lower risk ones have been paroled and left, so that's why that's happened. Right. So finishing this off. Obviously, a lot of doors to be opened here. But those should now be 4s. Yes, which is what they are. So we have a nice grading here. We've got 1s in the middle. We've got 4s over here. 5s and 6s, and I'll continue the 6s down the bottom. 7s and then 10s. So there is some gap, right? But the reason there's some gap is because, honestly, it's because it would be totally intolerable. It would be totally infeasible, really, to actually have grading for every single one. You know, that's 10 types of cell I'm going to have to remember and build. So, you know, I guess it does add a bit of variation, but no, I'm not going to bother that much. Right, looks like we found a tunnel over here as well, as you can see. Not bad, not bad. Today's beverage is just plain old milk. Right, so we found a tunnel, but we're gonna we'll close that off. I'm gonna keep the search going. Obviously, it's in daytime now with lockup, but I just want to keep the search going because I really want to get these end bits, you know, looked at. Really, it's important to do that. There we go. Looks like they're getting on with that. Almost done by the look of it. Danger level's going up, but I don't really care. And I do like these. These little desk and stuff where in the middle works. Oh, here we go. So, Tom Lindsay, sentenced to 4 years for multiple crimes including violent disorder and assault. He's entitled, apparently, to a grade 10 cell. He's extremely strong. He's doing the foundation education program, which is halfway, you know, he might succeed. He's got 50-50 chance. Grading. Punishment is 10. Reform is quite good, I guess. Security is not bad. Health is, again, fine. Fine. Estimated chance of reoffending chance is 44. I don't think I'm doing quite that well. Reoffending rate is 13%. That's not bad. And the 34 prisoners are being released early. And all of the ones that are being paroled early, 17 of them, none of them are reoffended. So it's working. I guess you could say that this thing is working. Right. Let's go to brick wall. And we are going to obviously increase our capacity even further by adding these cells in. Now, these are just going to be a copy of the ones on this side. So we'll see what happens. Now, I could, if I wanted, have them as just this size, right? Have them as just this size and not put anything else in. And what that will do is actually give me some grade 2 cells. Do I need that? Shall I have a look and see what sort of grading we need? See, I can see here, there's a 2, there's a 6, there's a 4, there's a 1, there's a 2, there's a 4, there's a 3. It looks like we're really short of, like, 4s, but I've just built loads for 4s, so they're going to be moved over there. 3s and 6s, yeah, again, 6s over there. None of these 6s are getting used. I can't really tell. It's all over the place. Look, 4, 4, 3, 2, 6, 3, 2, 3, 3. 3s is where we've pretty much got a gap. If I make these 3s, then that would probably make sense, wouldn't it? Let's see what happens. I'm just gonna make the cell and see what happens, because it'll be probably grade 2 as standard. I think we've got a bit of a tunnel going on over there, and we've just found a drill as well, not in the same location, but just coincidentally. Coincidentally. Ah, it's there. It's just a dog being dog. Right. Yeah, these cells down the bottom. Let's see what we're going to get. Actually, while I remember as well, I really want to go to my, not deployment, utilities, and I think CCTV. Put CCTV in. Because we removed the CCTV. And obviously now we have to put it back in. There we are. Right, so these cells, we will furnish them with the typical garb of some beds. And then on the other side we want, no, not on the other side, it's there, that's why I keep checking. This is going to be a nightmare to do the one at the top. Future me is going to hate current me because of where I've planned it. Right, there we go. Okay, we'll see what level these are after they've been all put in. And then obviously I need to wire up the CCTV as well. God, look at these cells. These are insane. Insane, that level. I think what I'll also do is, just because we've got a lot of it done, I really want to get some paving put in, because it would be a bit, not dim, but it wouldn't really work so well if I didn't put in all of these, like, sort of tiles and such that we need. I think it's about time we do that. And what do I want these ones? I think we're just going to go with the standard mosaic floor for a lot of these. Apart from these really, really posh ones, which will use marble. Oh no, we'll go for fancy tiles. Fancy tiles. All over the place. There we go. So we've even got fancy tiles in these cells. It's insane, isn't it? It is insane. I wonder if there are actually cells like that in certain prisons. I assume, maybe wrongly, there might be. Anyway, let's run the plumbing in and obviously increase this here, and that should get all these sorted. So these cells, they're grade 3. We're needing grade 3. I might just leave them like that. Have grade 3 cells. We've got 4 there, 5 there, 6. So we got 1. We're skipping 2 because why not? The reason I'm skipping 2, there is some sort of logic to it. To go from grade 1 to 2 and upwards, basically you need certain days of not offending. Okay? So having a grade 2 means you come in and you don't offend for a day or so, and then you get moved to a grade 2. If you then reoffend, you go to grade 1. As soon as you offend, as far as I'm aware, you go to grade 1. I don't know if you get slowly reduced down, like say if you're grade 9 and you offend, you go down to a 5. I don't know if that's the case. I'm pretty sure you'll go down to grade 1. But even so, if you're grade 2 and you offend, you'll go to grade 1. So the speed you move over from grade 1, 2 to 3 is quite quick. So you might as well have a grade 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, which we've got. I don't think many prisoners are going to go to grades 8 and 10s. But apparently, that's not the case because we've got 3 prisoners at grade 10. But we have some 8s, so that's fine. I think that's about right. I think it also depends. The cells you have to make also depends on how good you're doing. Like if you have a really rubbish prison where everybody's offending all the time because you're not feeding them properly or that sort of thing, then of course they're going to be booting off and fighting, which means the grade goes down. So you can actually artificially reduce the grading, which is a weird one. Anyway, let me just go to logistics. Actually, yeah. No. Hang on. I've forgotten the tab now. Utilities. We're going to connect up that CCTV. There we go. And, actually, now the look of it, what's our max capacity? 125 shared. Let's bring another 20 prisoners, shall we? And that will bring us to... not the right amount. I want to reduce this down a little bit. I want to get more low risk. Or do I? No, I actually want to receive about the right... I want to receive equal amount for all of them. Right! So we're receiving another 15 prisoners, which will put us close to our max. I always like it a little bit less, you see. One prisoner is due for release soon and 20 prisoners up for parole. I think we actually have to make this building in the centre and have some more parole. Because having one parole room is just not working. We need more parole. And we need it quick. And this was always going to be too big anyway for our workshop. So I think we'll leave it there. Next episode, we will get this parole room up here done. We might, or probably even get this area done, and probably plan off all of this cell block here. But we're getting there. We are getting there. As always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.